So please join me in a seated position. Again, you can be in a chair or on the floor, whatever is most comfortable for you. And take a moment to settle in, to feel into your body, and to feel into your natural breath. Start to breathe more deliberately into the rib cage, feeling your rib cage all the way from the top of your waist up into your collarbones and shoulders. Letting the rib cage lift and expand as you inhale and fill the lungs. Letting it slowly relax as you empty the lungs. And this whole time you're maintaining your nice, tall, seated posture, lengthening up through the crown of the head, shoulders and neck relaxed. And just notice how this feels to breathe without any preparation, without any movement. Notice how it feels to breathe in your body today.
In this practice, we'll use the tools of self-compassion meditation and breathing to intentionally notice moments of suffering or discomfort, and to learn how to be present with those moments of discomfort, to breathe through them, to practice endurance with the breath, and to continue to practice kindness for ourselves, learning to befriend those messengers that come from our body and come from our minds. These signals of discomfort and suffering that help us to find mindful awareness and self-understanding. As you continue to breathe naturally, bring to mind an opportunity for self-compassion. Think of a situation in your life that is difficult, that is causing you stress or anxiety right now. Call that situation to mind and give yourself permission to feel the discomfort in your body, in your mind, in your emotions. Give yourself permission to feel. Fully experience this difficult situation and label it as suffering. Allow yourself to feel this moment for what it really is and to call it what it is. Now recall that suffering is part of being a human. It is part of life. It is something that every living creature experiences. And now adopt a compassionate self-touch with your hands resting over your heart or anywhere else that feels comfortable. And use this opportunity to speak to yourself with kindness. Simply inviting in a sense of self-compassion, or speaking to yourself in the way that you need to right now to experience kindness and compassion for yourself and this difficult situation that you are experiencing. Allow the sensation of suffering and the sensation of compassion to both be a part of your experience at the same time.
And the practice we're going to be doing today is alternate nostril breath, or Nadi Shodhana. So first, let's just practice resting the thumb and the ring finger of your hand against the part of your nose where bone becomes cartilage. So not on the soft part of your nostril, but a little bit further up where you can close and open the nostril with as little effort as possible. Just kind of experiment with that. And if you need to pause and blow your nose so you can breathe a little bit more easily, feel free to do that. And then you might just have your index and your middle finger kind of tucked in, or you might rest those on your forehead. Sometimes that can help with a little bit more focus here in this breath practice. So let your hand relax for a moment. Come back to your good seat. And breathe fully. Breathe into the whole rib cage. And notice how that feels now. As with any of the practices we have gone through together, we don't want to force the breath. We're not trying for any particular goal. We're trying to work with the body to find the best pace and the best breath for today. So take a few more breaths here to notice what a good natural length and capacity is for you today. And we'll try to breathe with an inhale and exhale that are about the same length today. So if it's useful for you, you might count your inhale and exhale just to try to keep them about even. Keeping in mind that when you're breathing through one side of your nose, you can breathe a little bit slower than you can through both sides. And if it feels like a good idea for you today to just breathe naturally through both nostrils, then you can do that. Or when you're ready, please get your hand ready on your nose and inhale fully through both nostrils. And then close off the right and exhale through your left. Inhale left. Switch and exhale right. Inhale through the right. Switch and exhale left. Inhale left. And continue like this. Exhale, inhale on each side. Allowing the breath to be as smooth as possible. Focusing all your awareness on the breath and on the sensation of the fingers against the nose. Remembering to maintain your good, tall posture and to use the whole capacity of your lungs and your ribs. Continue like this a little while longer, really taking your time, all of your awareness on the breath. Continue in this way until the next time you exhale through your left nostril. And then allow your hand to relax and breathe fully and naturally through both sides of your nose. Pausing here to notice and feel. Noticing how you feel in your body, in your breath, and in your mind.
Now bring to mind again the area of suffering that you recalled earlier, that opportunity for self-compassion. Give yourself permission to call to mind the details of that experience of suffering, the memories of what was said or done, or the tension you have about the future. Notice with kindness how that feels in your body. Take another long, slow breath as you give yourself permission to feel anger, frustration, fear, or unworthiness. Choosing to be present with these emotions, even as you remain present with your breath.
And now please make your way onto your back, finding a really supported position. We will be here for a little while, so if you'd like to bring a little bit of a towel or a blanket underneath your head and neck, or even cover up with a blanket, you can. Really get cozy for this one. And find a position where you can be really comfortable, maybe supporting underneath the knees if it's not comfortable for you to stretch your legs out long. And then resting your hands on your body or down by your sides. And we're going to start with a progressive muscle relaxation exercise, bringing some tension into the body and then releasing it. We're going to start down at the feet. So please curl your toes in. Activate the muscles in your feet. Squeeze, squeeze. Feel tension building in your feet. And then relax the feet. And notice that contrast. And now, squeeze, activate the feet and the ankles and the lower legs, tensing the whole lower leg. Ankles, feet, and toes. Feel tension building. And then relax. And you might even, I kind of naturally wiggle when I relax to help release that tension. You might try that. When you're ready, move on to the knees and the thighs. Activating as if you could lift your kneecaps and squeeze the muscles of your thighs into the bone. Feeling that tension. And then release. Now moving on to the hips and the glutes. Activate through the hips. Squeeze the glutes. Lift up on the pelvic floor. So you're lifting from the inside, squeezing from the outside, activating all those muscles, feeling the tension. And then releasing. Move on now to the belly, to the back. So the low belly beneath the rib cage, hugging in the waist, the oblique muscles, the abdominal muscles, the muscles in the back. Feel tension growing. Activate. And then slowly release. Move on now into the rib cage, into the chest, into the upper back. Engage these muscles as if you are compressing the rib cage in. Continue to breathe, but feel that tension building. And then release. Now come into the hands. Make fists with your hands. Squeeze in tight. Feel tension building. Feel sensation growing. And then relax and feel that contrast. Next, activate the hands and the forearms. Feel the whole lower arm and the hands tensing. Feel sensation building. And then slowly release. Now move on to your upper arms and shoulders. Again, squeeze the muscles in as if you're trying to squeeze them in towards the bone or trying to squeeze your arms up into the shoulder sockets. Feel that activation, feel tension building. And then slowly relax. Moving on to the neck and the throat. Activate through the neck. Continue to breathe. Continue to allow sensation and tension to build. And then release. Now moving on to the face. Scrunch up the face. Squeeze the features. Maybe clench your jaw even. Continue to breathe. Continue to feel that sensation. And then slowly release. Take a moment and feel the entire body. And if you feel like you're in a nice place where the whole body is resting completely, then continue to enjoy that feeling. If you feel like the body is still resisting or still holding on to tension, then invite that tension into the entire body. Clench your fist, curl up your toes, activate all the muscles of the legs, glutes, abdomen, chest, shoulders, arms, neck, face. Feel tension building through the entire body. Keep breathing. Feel those sensations. And when you're ready, slowly, slowly release. Slowly, slowly soften. And then soften more. Feel each and every place where your body is resting. And give each and every place permission to rest more and more. Allow your body to surrender into rest.
Pause once again and bring to mind that opportunity for self-compassion. Notice your breath. Notice how thinking about that moment of suffering that you recalled earlier makes you feel physically, emotionally, and energetically. Continue to feel the breath. Continue to give yourself permission to feel what you are feeling. Inviting awareness of this moment of suffering and this moment of self-compassion at the same time. Awareness of the breath and awareness of your internal experience. Stay here as long as you like. And then give yourself time to slowly transition and gradually conclude this time of meditation.